Alright, so today we got another video going for the GTR. Progress on the engine. Today I'm going to pull the oil pan off and drop the pistons and see how the pistons look, see how the skirts look, and take it down to back to my machine guy and see what he can do with the block. Hopefully we don't have to bore it. We might be able to hone it, but that's always my that's always what I hope for, but it always ends up needing to be bored, kind of like with the 2J. So if that's the case, I'll have to get 20 over on the pistons again, so that's going to need new pistons, and hopefully the rest of the bottom end looks good. So let's pull it apart and see what we have. Something was in there. Well, got the oil pan off, so I'm gonna try to get the crank and the pistons out right now. Well, it's out. Crank is out. The bottom end doesn't look too bad. Alright, so we got the bottom end disassembled. Let's see here. Got all the pistons out, the crank, and it doesn't look too bad. All the bearings look like they're like pretty normal wear on them. So, and like I said, the cylinders walls just have some scratches. So hopefully I can just get away with the slightly larger piston, and everything on the bottom end should be able to stay. So shouldn't be as bad as I think it is, I guess. So yeah, so we'll take it down to Donnie's place and see what, have him look at the scratches and go from there. Hopefully he can let me know soon. I can get the pistons ordered up and get it machined and start assembling it. So I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so I think we figured out why the car was running the way it was, why it was stalling. So I kind of figured, since when I did the leak down test, the valve kept leaking air through, so it wouldn't shut. So this is what happened here. If you can see right there, that retainer, see it's all chewed up? Well, this little shim here, at high rev, it probably popped out and just kind of went to the side. And then it's kind of hard to see, but it's kind of sitting at an angle, so it probably bent the valve. But I'm going to pull it out and see what it looks like. So that's the biggest issue with the way it was running, why it kept dying, because the valve wouldn't shut properly. So as far as the bottom end goes, it probably would have been okay. The bottom end would have probably been fine, but since I already have it apart, I'm gonna go ahead and get it cleaned up. Well, now we have the RB on the tailgate. I'm having a deja vu. So not only the 2J got to go to Don's place, but the RB is going there now. So all right, we're gonna go take it to Don's and see what he says. All right, so we just got back from the machine shop. So he looked at the block, and luckily we caught it on time. So we were able to reuse the pistons, and the cylinder walls are actually honable, so that's good. We'll get rid of those scratches, so they weren't deep enough to damage anything. And like I said, it ran fine. It didn't smoke or anything like that, so it wasn't severe. The biggest issue was with the head, where that little shim popped out. So I took the valve off, and it looks like it's good. It doesn't seem to be bent. So the retainer got damaged, so I'm gonna need new retainers and get those ordered up. And we're not gonna need a whole lot of stuff. I'm just gonna need a new head gasket, a couple other little items, so it'll probably be like a few $100 or whatever to get this thing back on the road. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked. It's a lot less damage than I thought. So I'm gonna keep you guys posted on that. I should get the block back here within a few days and start assembling it. So the biggest thing he actually said the issue is actually the rings. When I filed them, on the edge here, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but when I filed it, this little edge corner here was kind of sharp. So I kind of took it off a little bit, but not enough. So he's thinking that's probably why the scratches came about on the block. So I'm gonna pull all the rings off and get all the sharp edges filed off, and just kind of clean them up, make sure there's no sharp edges anywhere, and we should be able to drop them back in, and hopefully they'll reseat and should be good on that part. So I'll keep you guys posted on the parts and start assembling it. So there was actually one more thing I wanted to talk about on the bottom end. On the bearings, if you could see on that one, it's got some wear on it, and a few of the other ones had some scratches on there. So probably about 3 bearings that weren't looking too great. So I actually went ahead and ordered new bearings, and I'm gonna replace those. I'm gonna have my machine guy check the crank, make sure it's not out of round, check the clearances again. It ran fine, there was no rod knock or anything like that, but we're just gonna be safe and replace those. So I got some new titanium retainers. I was actually able to get 12 instead of 24, so that was good. Got a new head gasket, new rebuild kit, and so that's coming in. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. We'll be assembling the engine and moving forward with the progress. So yeah, we'll see you guys soon.